Got a feed that decides life and death. Every chart is a mountain, a meme, a decree. Is this genius or mass lunacy? So with me, down swamp mentality, where a frog with sunglasses screams we're early endlessly. Oh, see, bulls and bears and fantasy, every post's a prophecy. It's nothing make believe. If you want to read what passes for a master plan, simply click and flick your thumb across this broken land. Want to know which way the winds of crypto might just be? Go scroll me. One says up, only friends. Next says this is how it ends. Someone's calling the top, someone's buying the dip, someone's typing a thread as their last relationship slips. Scroll with me through the fear and ecstasy, where a chart in crayon gets 1,000 hearts for free. You'll see every hot take, every plea. I was right in 23. Trust the vibe, ignore the spreadsheet. If you want to gauge if hope or panic's in command, if they're building castles or just castles in the sand, want to test if we're all early or just fantasy? Slow with me. Is it signal? Is it noise? Are we traders? Are we toys? Every candle, every coin is a cult you can join. Scroll with me, let the chaos be our key. Read the mood like it's a map to some great mystery. You'll see faith and doubt in harmony. I'm all into, I'm set free.
In one day and one same tweet.
If you want to know if folks are brave or out of time, if they're quietly convicted or have simply lost their minds, then my friend, you found the perfect place to start this stream. So scroll with me.
Up. G scroll in particular to Iculus in the chat, and congratulations on your honorary by Juiced. Very cool. And G scroll to Navy in the chat as well. G scroll to all who celebrate. My name is Dude Lifts. This is Scroll with Me. It is Wednesday, August 12th. That means that it's the 12th day of August. So there's that. But alas, what are we here for? What is our sacred duty? What are we here to do? We are here to scroll the timeline together. We're here to understand the true from the false, separate the wheat from the chaff, the signal from the noise, if you will. We're here to inspect and dissect these tweets. Is it alpha? I don't know. Depends on your definition. It's like if you're good at reading tea leaves, then maybe you're good at getting alpha from Scroll with Me. That I think those two skills go hand in hand. But alas, it is around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Let's begin to scroll. Let's get into it. Let's see what the hell is going on here on crypto Twitter. Let's see what's going on. All right, we've got Leap here saying, "Oh, nice. I'm verified on Pump app." Was DMing with Leap yesterday. I think his charity coin thing is really interesting. I'm looking into it because there was a local charity of not of mine, but in my area that got doinked by a flood, and so I'm like, cryptocurrency, maybe. But it only caught my attention because Leap was posting about how it's like he was like $100,000 in donation the last 24 hours to different charities. I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking doing the deal, and it's really cool. So, and I know Pump has charity coins, so I'm just going to read the docs, look into it. I think it's interesting. We've got Digitoys here. It says the toys are taking over. Starting today, we're sharing more of everything that's happening at Digitoys: sneak peeks, collector spotlights, iconic brands, showcases, contests, and more. That's very cool. Yeah, dude, people want to see. You want to see that. All right, let's see here. Oh, dude, look, it's Hammy. Cool. Hammy's going to be going on sharing about building the sandbox. Dude, Hammy's building great kind of like casual games. He built a Doopy's Line Rider game. He's got some other games he hasn't revealed yet. Really great guy. All right, here we go here. Mitchell here at Michel makes it so hard to search. The longer I run a 100-person agency, the more I realize viral taste is our hiring bottleneck. I can find designers, editors, writers, strategists in a week. Finding someone who can cook a banger hook, search entirely. What? Finding someone who can cook a banger hook, search entire. What? I don't understand. I'm just kidding. All right, so funny. All right, ooh, this is interesting. Chris Matter. Those of you who don't know, Chris helped build, I believe it was Venmo. Now he's working, then he built Rally. Now he's working at OpenSea. At one point, Chris at Rally, almost like for funsies, built one of the best Solana execution engines there was on chain. Just this is the person who's the CTO of OpenSea. I'm just saying. But so really he's at the cutting edge of building with AI, so worth listening to. It says the hardest part of building with unlimited intelligence is remembering you still need to build up in layers or it's a house of cards. Design, data, baseline, feedback loops. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true. We got Apache in the chat saying GM, a G scroll to you, Apache. All right, here we go here. Andrew says, all my friends are winning and it feels good. They're winning in ways that matters to them. Others are sharpening old skills or finding new ones. Everyone has their time. It's true. It's true. It does feel like that. It do be like that. Oh, interesting. Wait, we're going to attempt something with Axie Classic that has always been is this? Don't do that. The only thing I have to say about this is I love just seeing that Axie is cooking. I don't know. There's something about it. Like the Moku universe, the Axie universe, like it's something that I want to dive into, but I know that I'm scared to because I'll probably get way too into it. Like, I don't know, but I do think they're really talented builders. So, all right, here we go here. Addressing the anti-snipe mechanism deployed during the yard launch in regards to LP seeding. Using up-only RH, LPs allow special projects to launch using discrete liquidity bins instead of spreading liquidity. I mean, I have no idea what the context is. It's just rare. It's rare for me. So apparently there was maybe some problems, but Simple Farmer, I said this, I think the other day, Simple Farmer is interesting to me because he kind of is like old head DeFi, if that makes sense. And so he's like bringing back all these terms that people are having to learn. They're like, like V or 3-3, stuff like that. And like a lot of the NFT folks are learning a lot of it for the first time, which is fun. But dude, I see One Line Wonder here, anti with the most likes. And so we're gonna give a little refresh. Oh, something about a lens. Yes. Doodles is a lens. Doodles is lens. Oh, we got Monty in the chat. You, energy scroll to you, good sir. But something about a lens. Yes. Yes. I'm actually doing a webinar with Korea, who's one of our new AI partners, at around like 10 a.m. PST today. Going to talk more about Doodles being a lens. So good times. Good times. Good times. Good times. I know. Hello, Jamie XX. Oh, double the reason to download Robinhood Wallet. Robinhood Wallet. What the fuck? Okay, so it said trading perpetual futures. Wait, is that lighter? Is that the lighter logo? Is this lighter? Lighter points. Yeah, no shit. Is Robinhood crypto going to have, in the Robinhood wallet, going to have perps powered by lighter? Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, huh. Anytime I get excited for anything, I lose $5,000. Yeah. Love it. Well, I probably should have just gone to bed last night. Because it yeeted up only technology or because it's down 2 million? Questions. Oh, Chinsanity had a girl who follows on X. All right. Yeah, I mean, he's a great resource for that, honestly. ENS beta is here. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, ENS? You can't do that. You can't say that. ENS V2 beta. What's happening? What's happening? I will say, so I mean, I'm a fan of ENS just in general. I love that, I can send things to dudlifts.eth. So convenient. And now with all these like neobank things, I even thought about how I would love to do like dudliftscard.eth. Like, oh, where should I send my money? Dudliftscard.eth. Just fucking send it there. Because now apparently I'm the neobank final boss with my MetaMask card, my X Money card, my Coinbase credit card. I've got it all. But I was concerned thinking about that the other day with ENS because they were kind of like, it seemed like they were kind of floundering, but maybe they're trying something new, which is cool. I think they got like, I don't know. There's a couple things that happened. They got like really kind of out. This is like a 10,000 foot take because I'm not close to this at all. But it felt like they got kind of like off the reservation somehow. Like at some point they were shilling like, oh, you really want dudlifts.base.eth. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want dudlifts.uni.eth. I don't want that. Who wants that? And then at some point, and this is like for early stage crypto companies, this feels like a bit of a top signal. At some point, they like hired a bunch of people and they like started tweeting a bunch about how they were redesigning their design system with new logos. And it came out and it was like, and I think the proposal was public too, and it was some very large sum of money, when they worked with some design firm for 6 months and they're like, look at our new logo. It's different. I'm like, oh, like, oh, product. Focus on the product. So bit of a top signal there, but don't mean to be cynical. I'm just saying what I saw, just saying what I saw. The Bruce Wayne Rolex might be the modern wearable GMT. These words were not in the Bible. All right. As crypto turns every app into a bank, customers will decide where to deposit more based on rewards and points than basis points. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that anybody who has a wallet will provide financial services. Like if your app has an in-app wallet, shout out Privy, you'll provide financial services. I'm building an app right now that uses Privy, and like I can just check a box and I can enable Privy Earn, which allows people whose static balances can earn like 5%. It's like, bruh, where on earth could you just like have an app where your static money earns 5%? Insanity, insane technology. All right, here we go here. Hitting the I'm never drinking again about 14 hours. Aren't you 16, bro? 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 All right. Chimpers is always thinking and looking for new ways to expand and grow, but we never do anything random or short term, just chase metas or grab cash. Our view has always been that everything we should do should mean something that's above 280 characters. And I'm sorry, and I can't continue. That's all right. Oh, we got Santan Dude here. Says, why haven't Nike Football, who sponsor Erling, made the Nike Erling Haaland booth yet? Dude, Doodles is a lens. Look at this. Haaland. There's an MTA store in Grand Central Station where you can buy the used artworks displayed on subways for $25. My gosh. Apache says, any D23 stuff on the timeline, big week for us. You know what's so funny is, and I don't think I've scrolled past it, but the timeline has been blasted with D23 stuff, at least mine, for the past week. But today, in my limited 15 minutes of scrolling so far, I haven't seen anything yet, but doesn't mean that we won't. Watch it. The second I say that, I'm just big blap, and then something's going to come up. Let's see. Oh, over 35,000 people are now using Pengu Card to earn cash back on their everyday spending. Dang. That's so cool. Whoa. Call Her Daddy podcast host completes a new round of funding for $500 million. That's crazy. I feel like Joe Rogan was like 100 million, right? Right. Oh, we've reached back at the beginning. Look at this. All right, then that's time for a refresh. Maybe we'll see some D23 content. All right, Simple Farmer. If I were an NFT team launching in 2026, Anvil AMM would be the optimal infrastructure for liquidity and alignment. Interesting. Dude, I honestly need to look into it to understand it more. AMMs are interesting. I've seen a variety of mechanisms proposed for creating kind of like fungible liquidity for non-fungible tokens. So I don't see why not. Yeah, sounds good. One of many tools you can use. Many tools, many tools. Let's see here. Last November, I prototyped a hackathon idea. I put 10 premium articles behind a paywall and charged per read with X402. The idea was directionally okay, but the problem I soon found out was the wrong size. And we're not going to read anymore. Sorry. I think one of the worst things Twitter ever did was enable tweets longer than 280 characters. I said what I said. I said what I said. Let's keep going here. You might think Base is dead if all you read is the CT slap du jour, but I know of several crack teams that are cooking, and they're all cooking on Base. What mean? Yeah, that's a great point. Please, please, please do not take your temperature on what is happening on chain just with crypto Twitter. I think mindshare is an incredibly important metric and stuff like that, but look behind the data. I mean, literally look at the charts, and I don't just mean the price charts. I mean like activity, transactions, all kinds of stuff. There's plenty of tools, Dune, Blockworks, XYZ, and then also talk with the builders, because as we've seen, one killer app, one breakout builder can absolutely move mountains for an ecosystem. So definitely don't. I never discount anybody, to be fair. Never, never, never. Mark Mograph just hit 400 sales on the Etsy store. What did you sell? Okay, Serpentax here says everyone was obsessed with TPS and how performance is the next infra unlock. Then Robinhood chain showed up, and I haven't heard a single person talk about how performant it is. You know what's funny is actually, and I don't mean to be what's the term? Contrarian, but I actually heard Zach Brenner from OpenSea talk about how performant it is, or at least like it's like fast settlement for an ETH chain. So it's like it definitely is par with the existing ETH chains. Let's give a little hydro vibes around here. We know it's caffeination, hydration, and vibing. It's the three pillars. Mm. All right, let's go. Oh, look at this. Speaking of D23, Briar J at D23, live from downtown Disney before D23. Awesome. Yeah, I saw Briar J posting about being there. I'm going to be heading there on Friday. I'm so stoked. It's going to be so much fun. I told the story many times, but I went there 2 years ago, and it was actually a massive unlock for me, just as far as like NFTs and digital collectibles more broadly. Because people talk about in real life events for NFT events, whatever, like all the parties, and like this is a little bit different in the way that over a period of days, like there was one gentleman I'll never forget, and he clearly was deeper than he wanted to let on into the collectible ecosystem, because he started asking me, like, at first he was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Hey, what's?" And then he was like, "So what's the licensing structure?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you on? Like, what? Like, I'm like, who hurt you in the past? Like, I'm like, what collectible universe hurt you? Like, why do you know these things? Why are these the questions you're asking?" But over a period of days, I noticed him kept showing up to the booth. And then he knew that we would be releasing certain pins. We had Woody, we had Tiana, Grogu. He kept showing up for the drops. Like, and by the end of it, he was like super jazzed on Pinnacle. And I could just see like someone get turned on in real time to digital collecting and how fun it was. Specifically if done correctly, with the collectible universe and all the things that Pinnacle has. And so that to me, it's like, yeah, spend enough time on CT and you'll get cooked. But spend time watching people engage with either IPs or digital collecting in real time, and it'll really charge you up. It's very cool. What do you think about how you missed out on the Trump meme coin? That's awesome. Okay, Vulcan tweeting. Wow. Building a global decentralized metaverse obviously means onboarding thousands of creators safely. The sandbox utilizes Vulcan verification to protect digital frontier. Dude, look at Vulcan. Look at them tweeting. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. The real tragedy is making money for absolute freedom just to spend your summers surrounded by cocaine, gold digger. Oh God, where did it go? Ibiza, Mykonos, and Saint-Tropez. Yeah, yeah. I have not been to any of those places actually. Yeah, well, one because I'm not a beach guy. I'm not a beach guy. I'm a mountain guy. Put me in the fucking mountains. The radiation of the sun, miss me with that shit. You know what I mean? I enjoy napping on a beach in a winter. I've discovered this. I enjoy looking at a beach from afar, maybe from a balcony. Um, but spending all day on the beach just cooking, and that's the activity. And I'm a lazy fuck. I love vegetating. You know what I mean? I love watching a movie. I love watching a movie trilogy. But something about that beach, nah, just nah. So that's why I haven't been to any of those places. Um, let's see here. Excuse me. Azuki Manga. Azuki, a new original manga series created by. Oh, do they have their own page now? Oh, that's cool. 66 followers. Oh, damn. That's like brand new. Sheesh. Now, I wonder if it's official because it doesn't have an affiliate badge. Created by. Oh, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. All right, here we go. Here we go. Captain Zwingli here. The market rarely rewards intensity or rewards consistency. A lot of youths with far more motion than me on this timeline, but I'll put consistency of Coffee with Captain up against any of them. And I feel like just hitting our stride after 1,223 consecutive shows. Join us this morning for 1224. Dude, nobody does it like Cap. We're almost 200 episodes deep in Scroll With Me here. And I've been doing a many a thing since before that time. But nobody does it like Cap. 1,200. He's seen some things. He's been through the shit, no, but he's killing it. I basically, he's like super high integrity. Cap deserves just like whatever positive things comes this way, honestly. Like, we've got Linkoid in the chat here from Cool Cats. What up? And a G scroll. Linkoid's cooking out here. We see the posts, we see the BTS, we see the process, not the product content. We see it. Scusi. Sorry. It's like air quality out here is shit. And my throat jacked up. So we're trying our best out here. Trying our best. My go-to card. I get a compliment on it every time I use it. Dude, I was like, yeah, I was joking the other day. I was joking about being the Neobank final boss, but I went out to get a coffee with Mrs. Dude Lifts, and I literally had like all of my Neobank cards. I was like, and it's so interesting. I know Cass was onto something. I think they've taken their licks recently, but they had some card. It was like the Uber card that was like made of gold or something like that. And it is funny because I actually met the folks who make all of the metal cards, the majority of the metal cards at Consensus in Miami. Had a good chat with them. Great team. I forget what their name, Arculus, maybe. But it is funny how those cards, the metal cards, are the kind of like baseline now. All my cards are metal, which like when I was growing up, if you had a metal card, you were fucking Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? If you drop that clink, clink, it was like, yeah. Now it's, table stakes almost, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But it is cool. They do feel good. They feel premium, Bernardo says, I'm bridging my punk to Robinhood chain. LOL. LOL. Ooh, we've got Base Booty here from Collector Crypt. July was our first month optimizing meta ads for sales. Very curious what you would optimize for otherwise. Brand awareness? We saw $1 million in attributed sales volume. 12 days in August, we've already crossed $1 million with even better efficiency. Let's hear. MC says GM and a G scroll to you, good sir. Linkoid says, I'd be hyped to the plastic card that didn't wear on the corners. That's fascinating. I've never had that problem. But I do have kind of like a unique wallet because I'm not like other girls. But maybe that helps. So let's see here. Not a washed unk challenge completed early and while traveling. Had to one-shot Zoomer plebs in the trenches to prove you boys still got it. Oh, plus 103. Yeah. Okay. I was like, this doesn't look that impressive. But then I'm like, ah. Linkwood says my wife borrows my car a lot. Does that mean it's like jangling around in the purse or something? Maybe something's going on there. I see. Ooh, wrecked trader terminal. Yes. Dude, honestly, yes. More people should be building more shit. Linkwood's a great example. Just, dude, look at this. It's on brand. It's everything. Build things. Carlitos and I will be starting our stream next week. We got clippers, full team, great ideas. I am so interested to see this. I've only seen Leon like short form content, and I've actually never seen Carlitos Way in any content, which is interesting. Ikula says Apple Pay for the win. Also, yes, all of my cards I get on my physical, I get on my Apple Pay. You know, I don't bring my wallet with me 99% of the time, to be honest. I'm an Apple Pay maximalist, if you will. Like, dude, if I'm shopping online and you got Apple Pay, yeah, nothing better. Dude, speaking of Disney Pinnacle, dude, buying an NFT with Apple Pay and Disney Pinnacle, nothing better. Nothing better. Dude, I straight up burned through like $100 in just a few minutes at Disneyland one time with Mrs. Doolifts. We were having lunch and we were chasing some Star Wars collectibles. And I just started ripping backs because Apple Pay was just so easy. All right. It is 8:59. You know the vibes. We got that first meeting of the day coming up around the corner, so I better stop yapping. But it is Wednesday, August 12th. I will see you on Thursday, August 13th. But until that time, I'll see you on the timeline.